Today, we're heading into Judge Simpson's courtroom, finally, a change of pace. We usually see Judge Middleton, but this time, it's someone different. And this case? It's a DUI. One of those situations where the law meets real-life struggles. Will the defendant get another chance? Or will the court bring the hammer down? If you enjoy seeing real courtroom drama and imagining yourself in the judge's seat, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now let's step inside and see what happens.
Court calls case People versus Anika Skip.
Mr. Reiser, on behalf of the people.
Howard, on behalf of Ms. Skip, who is approaching the podium. Ms. Skip, please introduce yourself to the court.
My name is Anika Skib.
Yes, I mispronounce it every time.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, today's the date and time set for pretrial and violation of bond. As to the, would the court prefer to address the bond violation first?
Hold on a second. Got it. Okay, go ahead.
Would the court prefer to address the bond violation first or the pretrial?
Bond violation.
So, Your Honor, at this time, Ms. Skip is not going to contest the violation. She is going to admit the violation for drinking and testing positive on the silver link.
And Skip, why?
Your Honor, I'm very ashamed because this mistake was absolutely not indicative of the work I've been putting in the last few months, regularly attending meetings, and I'm very involved in the AA community in this area. I did an assessment by First Step Referral Services and was advised to complete inpatient treatment, and this is not at all acceptable, but the idea of having to be away from my son and the stress of this case on me, I allowed it to get to me. And when I messed up, I panicked. But I am currently at Dawn Farm.
Do I have the violation?
And it is the 90-day program, correct? Yeah, so she's in the gold standard, the big one.
Well, I'm looking for my copy of the. I may have it. Was it from?
February 20th.
No.
I believe that's the date of the violation that I have. Although the report is dated the 20th, yeah.
That's what I saw. How much were you drinking?
The day of the 20th, so the first day, I believe I had
The day of the 20th?
The day of the 20th is when I thought the report was sent from, Your Honor.
No, Ms. Gibb, have you seen the bond violation report?
I have not.
Have you had a chance to look at it? We discussed it, Judge, but we haven't.
Sorry, I was thinking about the 18th, Your Honor.
Yes,
On the 18th,
Yes.
you blew a .12.
I had 2 drinks. Was immediately after, I believe so. I had, I believe, 2 drinks, possibly 3. I don't remember exactly.
Then immediately after that, basically through that was at 10:33 when you blew those numbers. And then basically into the early morning of the 19th, you missed your testing.
Correct.
Are you indicating to me on the 18th, you had 2 drinks?
No, Your Honor, I'm saying I don't remember how many. I believe it was 2 right before breathalyzing. I believe it was.
And then how many did you have after that?
again, I don't know. Was a few drinks the next day as well.
What?
It was at least a few drinks the next day as well. I don't remember exactly how many, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I didn't measure.
Because then at 2 o'clock that next day, PM, you blow a .09.
Correct, Your Honor. Like I said, I panicked and I was drinking for the next day, so.
You kept not retesting as it's required. And then by 9 o'clock that night, you blew a .267. Mr. Allen. And you say now you're in treatment?
Yes, I'm currently at Dawn Farm and I was in jail for 6 days.
Anything else you want to say?
Your Honor, Ms. Skip has been very honest and open with me about this and about her problems with her drinking. She is at, like I said, she is at Dawn Farm. From my understanding, I believe it is going to be effective, and correct me if I'm wrong, eager to get back on track. She is deeply regretful and remorseful of her mistakes. She's been honest with me the whole time, and I don't believe she's tried to hide this at any point. But we are asking that, Your Honor, that she be allowed to return to Dawn Farm rather than the custody of the county today.
And then what will I do with her?
Your Honor, I suppose let's see what happens at Dawn Farm after 90 days. She is inpatient. It is inpatient, Judge, if that makes sense.
Do I have it?
I'm sorry.
Do you have proof of that?
We don't have any. Do you have the written documentation here right now?
I have, so I have documentation from the farm with me. I also signed a legal release of information to Mr. Bradell on Monday when I was admitted. I also
right now I don't have anything.
I have a peer with me that's from the farm that is also with me. If possible, we can call the farm. Whatever proof is needed, I will be able to get to you today. I didn't realize that I needed more than the legal release of information.
Well, somehow or another, that information has got to get to me. But this, based upon the violation that I see, defendant's bond is revoked. I'm going to remand her to the Washtenaw County Jail. I'll set it out 1 week during the sentencing and review that. But right now, it's revoked. Defendant's remanded.
Understand.
This woman's story is complicated. It's clear she's dealing with some serious issues, especially when it comes to alcohol. At one point, she blew a 0.12 on a breathalyzer. That's well over the legal limit in any state. Years ago, the limit used to be higher, but now federal law has it set firmly at 0.08. That's the rule, no exceptions. She first said she only had 1 or 2 drinks. Then she said maybe 3. But here's the truth, 2 drinks usually won't push you past 0.08 unless they're extremely strong. And she claimed it happened immediately, but alcohol doesn't work like that. It rises and falls like a curve. If you drink and drive 5 minutes later, your BAC might still be low. But wait 20 to 30 minutes, and it climbs. That's how the body processes it. So she says she had a few drinks on the 18th. Then, on the 19th, she missed some of her court-ordered testing. By the 20th, or maybe still the 19th, it's not clear, she blew a 0.267. That's a serious number. At 0.267, people experience major physical effects. You're not just drunk, you're in real danger. You could lose consciousness, lose control of your body. It's bad, but here's where she earns some respect. She doesn't try to hide it. She owns up to her mistake. She says the stress got to her, and she went back to drinking. She's not even fighting the bond violation. That honesty does count for something. Still, using alcohol to deal with stress is a dangerous myth, one that ruins lives. Rehab is a good move, and she's now in an inpatient program, which is the most serious level of treatment. That's a positive step. The problem is, it happened after everything went wrong, after getting arrested, after the bond violation, after missing tests. Going to rehab only once the court date is near can sometimes look like an attempt to avoid consequences, and that hurts your case. Judge Simpson didn't ignore that. He sent her to jail and gave her 1 week to prove she's actually in the treatment center. Her lawyer, unfortunately, didn't come prepared. He didn't bring all the documents to prove her rehab admission. In court, showing up fully prepared, with paperwork ready, makes all the difference. It helps your client, it avoids delays, and it shows the court you mean business. In this case, the judge decided to play it safe and send her to jail for now. He'll review things in a week. Personally, I might have done it differently. I'd have bumped her case to the bottom of the docket, called the treatment center right there in court, and verified everything. If it checked out, I'd have let her go back to rehab. The big question is, what happens after her treatment is done? My opinion, once she completes the program, put her back on bond and schedule her trial. The prosecution may offer a deal, but it'll be up to her to take it or not. Now I'd love to hear what you think. If you were the judge, how would you have handled this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're still here watching, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Appreciate you sticking around. See you next time.